Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. I got a little news from the world of NBA basketball, and it's not a result. All right? The Utah Jazz, have some kind of way got it done to where they're going to be in Utah, stay in Utah pretty much forever. The Miller family, who is in charge of the club, right, have some kind of way secured it through a legacy trust or whatever you call it, that the team will be staying there pretty much, like I say again, forever. This is great news for the Utah Jazz. If you're an NBA fan for over, let's put a number out there, for over 10 years, then you will know that this club this is a traditional NBA team, right? This team is very, very important to the NBA. They have very, very loyal fans. And even though I'm not a fan of them, right? Couldn't be. I'm a Laker fan. We had a lot of battles going on, but you love your opponent, and you have. They are the reasons why you're significant, why your team is doing well. Because if you don't have formidable opponents, then what you're doing is basically nothing. You need your opponent. You need your adversary. And the Utah Jazz is very, very special team. We're talking tradition. When I say tradition, I'm talking about John Stockton, Karl Malone. John Stockton is a leading assist in the history of the game. Has the most assists in the history of the game. That's more than Magic Johnson, but we know Magic is number 2. Who else? Karl Malone, right? Second leading scorer of all time. When you put those two together, Stock alone or John Stockton and Karl Malone, however you want to say it, I'm going to tell you, when you're talking about tenured duels that have been together for a while, over 4 or 5 years, they're going to be one of the top 2, top 3 in the history of this game. There have been duels that have been together for shorter periods of time that have excelled, no doubt. But for long periods of time, I think these guys were together 12, 13, maybe more years, 15 years together. And they would handle their business. Pick and roll was hard to defend in Utah during those times. They have never won a title. That's why their fans, I consider them to be very loyal. They've never won a title, but they've been there close. They just happen to be in a period where, hey, Michael Jordan was playing. The Bulls were over there playing, right? Then when they wasn't playing, Hakeem Olajuwon them over there, they was playing. And towards the end of the career, you had Kobe and them. Them Lakers didn't stop playing. So there were reasons for them not to get over the hump, but they almost did on several occasions, and they're always, well, not always, but most of the times they're in the playoffs. So this is a good traditional club that I am happy to hear this news for them, and I can understand through empathy, guys. You guys must be ecstatic in Utah right now, and I'm not gonna forget their coach Jerry Sloan, who for years, I think is one of the most tenured coaches in the history. He should be in the top 3. That's just me spitting it off the dome. I didn't do research on this. Just knowing that Jerry Sloan was there forever, right? And those are the kind of clubs that stick together through thick and thin, especially through thin. Those are the clubs that I really gravitate to in my heart, even though I'm not for them. Just like the San Antonio Spurs, for example. I'm not for them, but I recognize. I recognize what they're up to, and it's up to things that other teams are not doing, right? Staying together through hardships, those kind of things. Giving the coach a chance, understanding that, wait a minute, if his players leave, he's going to take a little time to build again. Having ownership that understands that. Having a fan base that understand that. Those are those things that set clubs like Utah, San Antonio apart. And you just have to recognize whether you're for them or not. So I'm happy for them to have this information that their club or their team is going to be there pretty much forever. That's great news for Utah. Congratulations, folks. I'm happy for you. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here.